Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time you guys are watching this video. And welcome to episode 6 of our Pokemon Radical Red playthrough. Now that we're on episode 6, I do have some updates for you guys. I have some major updates to the team right here. Okay, so first off, we have some brand new team members. Some team members have been kicked off. Sorry, guys. But here we go. This is our updated team right here. We still have King, the Nidoking, Marlin, the Riolu. Now, we have an Electabuzz. I have not named it. I am going to name it right now. But we have an Electabuzz. It replaced Gold Deluxio. I'm sorry, guys. I just decided, you know what, let's change it up. I never used an Electabuzz, or Electivire in this case. Hopefully soon, depending on wherever I find the link cable. But, yep. Then we got Aqua, the Prinplup. Now we got Urza, the Charcadet. I found it in the route that we're just about to go to right now. And we have Diantha, the Curlia. Now, we do have the ability to evolve Urza right now because, I didn't know this, but in this game, evolution is made with a Moonstone. And guess what we have? We have a Moonstone, so let's have Urza evolve into her beautiful, beautiful form of... Sorry, it's a little dramatic, or not as dramatic, anticlimactic. And we got Cerulege. Yes! I have not played with Cerulege before. I love Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Cerulege was one of my favorite Pokemon that came out of it. So, I definitely wanted to play with this. So, Shadow Claw. Let's add it in. Now we can get rid of a couple things. I think we're going to get rid of a Fire Spin. I think it's probably going to be the best move here. To get beautiful Urza. Thank you, Urza, for coming in. Now, this will be the team from here on out. Okay, guys, this is going to be the team. This is what we got right now. I'm thinking about possibly replacing Marlin. I don't know. I think that's still up to grabs. Ooh, we can just do move right here, eh? That is amazing. Okay, but Electabuzz, I have got to rename it. Oh, it's a girl name. I was gonna name it Paul after Paul's Electivire, but it's a girl. So let me use my big brain to think of an Electabuzz girl name. Huh. You know what? Let's hit it with the classic. Hit it with the classic. Actually, no. Hold on. Let me do a bit of thinking. Okay. I look. I want to do like anime characters. I don't really know anyone who can fit this theme that has a girl name. You know what? Let me hit this. Hold on. Let me hit this. Let me hit it with a clean Yoru after Yoruichi. I think she uses some electric powers. I don't watch Bleach that much, so definitely let me know in the comments below what you guys, if you guys think that name is appropriate or you think we should change it up. But no, I haven't been about that right now. But I haven't been watching a lot of anime recently. I'm a huge anime guy. I don't know if you guys love watching anime as well. But, oh, we'll throw in a Wish Beast. Yeah, let's see if anything's in here. Hold on. Ooh, an Applin! Yo! That could low-key be crazy. It could replace Marlin. We could replace Marlin with an Applin. Oh, that's tough. And his dragon? Yo, might have to do that. Might have to do that. You know what? Let's do this battle real quick. Oh, it's an Applin. We can do. Let's do a Diantha. Urza. Actually, hold on. Let's do this again. Yeah, bring out the Charmander. I think we need that Charmander. Let's do Urza, Diantha, Applin. Yeah, King. Okay. You know what? I don't think I'm going to replace Marlin right now. I think I just want to have it in the background because I think an Applin would be fire. Let's speed this up because I don't want to spend too much time on here. But I think that would be absolutely amazing here. Applin. Ooh, I don't think I've ever played with an Applin either. So that would definitely be really cool. Anyways, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do boom. Let's buff it up. Max Flare. Let's get it up. Why don't you go half HP? Oh, okay, there we go. destroy that thing. Okay, it didn't do that much damage. I forgot it's part dragon type. Got through that in the back of my mind. But yeah, part dragon type, so that's going to be annoying a little bit. Double attacks that fall? Come on, gang. We can't do that. Cannot do that. But if you guys did notice, you know, some of the names are anime related. You know, Urza. Shoutouts if you guys know what anime this is from. I'll give you like 5 seconds to guess in the comments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's too long. Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is an anime that I watched a lot growing up. Probably not super appropriate now that I think about it. I don't think it's that appropriate to watch Fairy Tail at a young age. But it's a great anime. Power of friendship, alright? I don't care if anyone calls it cheesy. I don't care if anyone calls it anything crazy. I like Fairy Tail, alright? Fairy Tail's fun. It's a fun anime to watch. I think it's a great anime. Natsu, the plot twist is crazy with him. I'm not going to spoil it because I don't know how many of you guys watch it or going to watch it. Let's see what Pokemon are in here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Oh, nothing really good. I don't know. Do you guys want any of these things on our team? I know Dupart is really cool, but I don't really think I want any of these other things. Let me know if you guys want any of those in the team. I'll for sure add it. But yeah, let's get started. This guy looks like a hiker, so he's probably going to throw out some water, or sorry, rock or ground type. I'm going to speed through these trainers, but you know what? I think I was talking to my friend earlier today, and he was asking me like some anime recommendations, right? And I really don't know. I know a lot of people. I've had a lot of people ask me this, like, oh, what anime would you recommend? And the biggest thing that I have to tell them is like, I don't know the one size fits all, right? Like every anime kind of category has, or sorry, every person who watches shows likes different genres, right? And every animes have multiple genres. I don't know why people think anime doesn't have multiple genres. They do. There's a lot of genres for animes, especially for like starting stuff. There is a lot out there, right? And I honestly never know what to recommend every single time because everyone likes something different, right? Like, you can't be, like, giving AOT every single time. AOT's goated. If anyone wants to watch it. Goated anime. But I want to go through my list of kind of, like, the most recommended anime per, like, I want to say, like, popular category is the best way I want to put it. Right? So, I have a list of categories here. Hold on, let me pull up the list. 1 second. I have a list here that I'm pulling up, sorry. Okay. Okay, here we go, okay? Okay. 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 Alright, I'm gonna go through my list. You guys tell me what you think your list is appropriate to this. I think like one of the bigger ones that are hard for me to do is like shonen and shoujo and seinen. I think those are a little bit harder for me to choose, so I'm gonna go through like the more like common genres. I think this is the best way to introduce people who watch regular shows or like regular TV shows or cartoons and they want to be introduced to anime. Right? If you want to do like, I think one of the better, and I don't hear this talked a lot. I don't ever hear this talked a lot, right? But one of the better like medieval or like a little bit more past genres that contain like demons and ghosts, that type of genre, Dororo. I don't know how many of you guys have watched it. Goated show. And I don't mean Durara, I think that's something else. Dororo. Absolutely great anime. Highly recommend to anyone, for anyone to watch it. I think it's great. It's kind of like a great anime for anyone to kind of get started. It's not that long. I think it's like, I want to say like 24 episodes. And it's the full story. There's no like next season or anything. The full story is captured in 24 episodes. Now you have to be careful. The original Dororo was made in like 1980 something. So it's in black and white. And if you watch it, it's like in that style of like Astro Boy. So if you want to watch it, you can go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But there was a 2019, I think, remake. I want to say 2019. I don't want to say 2016. I think it's 2019 remake. Amazing show. Oh my. I binged that show in like 2 or 3 days. amazing show. And I'll give like a quick summary for each anime, just to get this about. So this one is about a boy. Sorry, let me restart. Okay, so it's about this lord who rules over a piece of land, and this land has been going through so many droughts, so many issues, like famines, all that crazy stuff that happens when you own land, right? Now he's like, I don't know what to do. Like, everyone's gonna die. What do I do? All right. He says, all right, let me make a deal with, like, I think it's like 7 demons or something, right? He's like, okay, please bring prosperity to my land. Please make sure everything's good with my land, right? This guy and the demons essentially say, okay, deal. We'll give you prosperity to your lands, but in return, each demon wants a part of his next born son. So he doesn't have a son yet. He doesn't have a child yet, but they say, all right, whatever child is born, I want parts of it. So one demon takes his eyes, one demon wants his feet, one demon wants his arms, one demon wants his nose, one demon wants his face, etc., right? You get my point, right? And, oh, I messed that up so bad, eh? Anyways, essentially he goes like, yeah, we'll each take a part of it. And he says deal, which, crazy deal, by the way. You just made a deal with, I mean, he was making a deal with demons, so I don't really know what I expected. But that's what he says. He said, okay, that's what my deal want to be. That's what I want my deal to be. Right? And so when his son is born, it looks really weird, by the way. You don't see much of his face, so it's not that creepy. But when he's born, now, by the way, this deal, he hasn't told anyone ever. He's never told anyone about this deal. He didn't even tell his wife about this deal. Right? And when his next son is born, when his first son is born, sorry, there's literally nothing to him. He is an exoskeleton with some nerves. That's it. And when he's born, everyone's like, yo, what the hell is that? Because imagine giving birth to that. What the heck am I looking at? Right? And essentially, the wife goes like, she goes like crazy for a bit, but she's like, you know what? This is my child. I want to raise him. Right? Hey, respect the wife for that. Hey, respect the wife. But the husband's like, no. Or the Lord says, no, I don't want this child. Banish him. So he tells the midwife to throw the baby away. I'm not spoiling anything, by the way. This is the first episode, first half of the episode. Right? Essentially, the midwife kind of takes the baby, and the mother's like crying. She's like, no, please bring it back. Like, we'll raise it. Blah, blah, blah. No, he doesn't care. Right? And she's like, the midwife takes it. She tries to, like, throw it in the river, but I think she was like, she gets really sentimental. She's like, you know what, like, we can't do this. It's like a little child. We can't really kill it and stuff. So she ends up putting it in a boat and drifting it along the river. And what ends up happening is gosh darn, this Volbeat's annoying. But what ends up happening is the guy who makes prosthetics, I don't know what they're called, but essentially he ends up finding the baby, which, great news, by the way. Anyways, he ends up finding the baby, and he ends up giving, like, the boy prosthetic face, prosthetic arm, prosthetic hair, prosthetic everything. He gives him prosthetic everything. And, damn, bro, what the heck is going on? Anyways, he gives him prosthetic everything, essentially, and yeah, he gives him prosthetic everything, and essentially, like, as he grows up, you know, that's life, like, he's got prosthetic. It's a difficult life, but he has the special ability to sense demons, right? So demons are riddled all over the world, but he has the ability to, like, almost, like, sense them, even though he doesn't have eyes, by the way. He has prosthetic eyes. He can't see, but he can sense them. Like, it's almost like the heat vision type of thing, right? And his goal is essentially he wants to kill all the demons in order to get his body parts back. That's what he does. That's the whole story. That's the setup for the story. This first happened in the first episode, by the way. This is all first episode. I didn't spoil anything. Great anime. Great. Crazy good anime. Highly recommend. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I hope you guys have. If you guys haven't, please check it out. I beg you guys, please check it out. It's really good. Anyways, that's the main premise of it. It's really good. Really amazing. That's my kind of, like, medieval, if you're into, like, kind of medieval. This takes place in the, like, samurai era type of vibe. if that makes sense. It's like the samurai time. So that's like a little bit medieval demon-esque stuff. Really good anime. These are my 10 out of 10 anime, by the way. And I highly recommend them for first animes, too. Because they're so good. Next, for, I think a very common genre that a lot of people do, is like mystery and like, mystery and, I guess like, this one I'm going to give is not really horror, but horror-ish. I don't really watch a lot of horror. But this is like mystery one, right? And I know a lot of people love their late night like criminal mystery stuff. A lot of people watch the show, so you'll love this show as well. This show is also completed, right? And it is called. Hold up, I'm forgetting the name. Let's see if I can remember it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name. What the heck? Hold on. Erased! Alright, there you go. I almost forgot the name. Erased. I haven't watched it in so long. But I've completed it. It's also a decently short anime. It's not that long. I think it's also 24 episodes? I'm not sure. It's completed, though. So, some people don't like the ending that much. It's a satisfying ending, but it's a little bit like, damn, that happened type of ending. But it's definitely not a bad anime. Amazing anime. Great ending. It's not a bad ending at all. It's a kind of a good ending. I kind of like the ending. But yeah, there's one aspect of it that people don't like, which I don't really understand why people don't like it. Like, if you watch it, like, it'll make sense why people are a little unsatisfied, but like they don't deserve to be unsatisfied, if that makes sense, right? And essentially, the whole premise of wait, hold up, that's Bugsy. All right, stranger, inside. What's inside? Owl creamy. I don't really know that. The cave's day spot. Misty, the gym leader, has high hopes about this place. Okay, buddy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, hold up. Let's help Bill first before I talk about this anime. Not a Pokemon, I'm not. Call me Bill. This is I'm not talking about. Hold up. I'm an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon out here. Yeah, sure, man. What do you need? Go in the PC system. Got you, brother. Oh. He's safe. Bill's out. What's up, Bill? Hey, bud, I owe you one. So, did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. I've got to thank you. Here, maybe this'll do. SS ticket. Thank you, Bill. We need that. The cruise ship SS Anne is in Vermilion City. I hear there's a lot of trainers on board too. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand for those fancy dues. Why don't you go instead of me? Go on and have a good time. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that, gang. See what else is on Bill's computer. What are you hiding on your computer, Bill? Okay, nothing. Alright, just the same stuff. Okay. Anyways, let's hold on. Let me switch around my Pokemon because things here, Bugsy. Oh, so we can throw. Fuck, when the front door is up there too. Okay, we're good. Woo! Ceruledge has an overhead thing. Okay, what is it? Just going to keep. Okay, hold on. Let me give the right voice. Let me give like a little nerdy. Just going to the convention, sit here in the weather that. Wait, just going to conventionally sit here in the weather that benefits my team until some random trainer decides to challenge me. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed you were in the rain and I have a fire type. It's gonna verse your bug types. I noticed that, Bugsy. You're not slick. Oh, didn't you see there? I hope you can disregard what I said. The name's Bugsy. Oh, you've met my colleague Faulkner too? Yeah, the Johto gym leaders decided to pay Kanto a visit, and there have been talks about a new cutting-edge technology that's being researched here. Well, since you're here, I'm assuming you want to battle? Yeah, Bugsy, bring it on.
Don't consider me weak just because I use bug types. I'll show you how to fearsome they can really be.
Alright, buddy. Shut your mouth, boy. Let's run it. Let's run it, big boy. Let's run it. Let's run it. Anyways, Erased. Great anime. It's a mystery anime. So if you're into mystery, great. It's not that scary. I don't want to say it's scary. It's definitely not that scary. Yeah, Urza was a terrible choice against low kicks. I totally forgot about the dark type. But it's definitely not that scary. But the whole premise of it, if I remember correctly, and this, again, this all happened in the first episode, so I'm not spoiling anything, guys. Alright, no spoiling, no nothing. Alright, let's get some good damage, please, please. No, okay, whatever. It's fine. Anyways, essentially what happens is there's this middle-aged, I think it's middle-aged, I don't remember his age. I want to say like late 20s. Yeah, let's say late 20s is his age. I don't really remember his age, but that's not the point. Our main character, he has a special ability that no one else does. Now, this ability is essentially, so remember, this is a normal, pretty modern world, right? Pretty modern world, nothing like super crazy going on here. But essentially this world, so in this world, only our MC has this power. No one else has the powers. This is not a powerful world. It's just, he just happens to be a weirdo who has his power. But essentially his power is that he has the ability to travel back in time. Now, he cannot force himself to travel back in time. He can only travel back in time accordance to how dangerous something's about to be. So, for example, if he's about to trip and fall, he'll travel back about like 10 seconds, right? And then he'll have 10 seconds to figure out, okay, why did I get sent back to the past? Like, what's going on? He has to kind of figure out what's happening within those 10 seconds before he trips and falls, right? Same thing, car accident, all right, maybe he gets 5 minutes. So it's correlated to how big the accident is going to be, so, or his death is going to be, right? So essentially, the bigger warning he has for his death, the larger time he gets sent back in time. All right, so you get the premise. Makes sense. It's cool, right? Now, our MC, he ends up going home one day, and he finds someone dead. I think it's his mom who's dead? I don't remember exactly who died. I think it's his mom. Or no. It's supposed to be, hold on. Yes, it's his mom who dies. Okay, I just have to quickly switch it up. His mom dies. He gets home, and his mom is dead. And he's accused of being the main suspect because he's the only one living with his mom. So he gets accused of being the suspect. And when he's being arrested and he sees his mom not alive, he gets sent back all the way to his childhood. So he gets sent back like a solid 10, 15 years. And this is crazy because usually he's only ever been sent back 5, 10 minutes, maybe an hour or two. So this is the first time he's ever been sent back this far. His goal now is to figure out what does him being sent all the way back to his childhood have to do with his mom being murdered. Right? Great anime. Has great recommendations. Highly recommend everyone to go watch it. It's great. It's also relatively short. It's also complete. I know people hate when the anime is not complete. It's complete, okay? Okay. Graded show. Goated show. I don't know why I said graded show. Goated show. Amazing show. Highly recommend people to watch it, right? And remember, these recommendations are for people who are new to anime. So maybe they're not like super complicated or whatever, but it's still a great show. Like, it's highly respected in the community. I highly recommend you guys go watch it. It's great. It's amazing. I do know that Death Note is also a great mystery anime. I personally have not watched Death Note. You can come after me, say whatever you want. I kind of knew the plot at some point, so I was like, alright, whatever, I don't really care. Alright, but highly recommend at least Erased. I know some people haven't watched it, especially if you haven't watched anime before. You definitely haven't watched it. So please go ahead and watch it. Great show. And we're about to lose to Bugsy, by the way. I definitely need to change out some of my Pokemon. So let's speed this up. Okay. Damn, I paid money to him too. Okay, his first Pokemon is low kick, so I'll remember that. Anyways, I think I have the perfect team. I do want to change out one of my Pokemon. PC, let's bring back Sakura just for this fight. Let's change it out with... Actually, no, hold on. Let me keep Marlin in here. Let me take out Curly, I think. Yeah. Take out Diantha for now. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, right now, Dororo and Erased. If you guys have not watched those, please, for the love of God, watch those. They are amazing. Amazing anime. Shoot, I led with Cerulege, didn't I? Oh well. Oh my! Marlin! Wow! What is going on? Hold on. Let me double check. Does light screen? Physical? Oh, special attacks. Here's Sakura. Hold on, I gotta lock in. Yes! We have Flame Body in here. No damage from you, buddy. Yeah, bring in something so I can do some solid damage against it. W's, okay. Come on, do a physical attack, yes. Flame Body. No Flame Body, that's fine. Aerial Ace. Damn, it's faster too. Yes, Flame Body, let's go. We got 2 Flame Bodies. It's amazing, okay. Let's put in Yoru. Sword Dance? Okay, that's fine. Survive. Yes, Yoru. I didn't bring it in. Better punch. Solid. 1-2 damage. King, come in. Chip away. Don't do that much. Poison Touch, let's go! Come on, let it in! Alright, King's going down here. It's fine. You're dead too. Oh, let's go! Urza, come on out! Come on out, Urza! Will-O-Wisps. I need a Will-O-Wisps. Do super damage. Yes! Flame Charge. Yes! Let me get my speed up. Yes, come in! Come into a Flame Charge. Beautiful! This is how we play this game! There we go. Now we're faster than anything that comes on the field. Let's go. Bring it on, Bugsy. What's wrong now, Bugsy? Talking real smack earlier. Let's go. Shadow Claw that. Let's go, Urza! I knew you'd be goated, Urza. Let's go! Feeling a bit lonely, so mood's down. That's what you deserve, Bugsy!
Hey, don't look at me like that.
I already forgot the voice I gave him.
Well, I'll give you my signature TM. Perhaps that'll give you a higher opinion of me.
What was that, Struggle Block?
It's great for keeping momentum, too. I'm feeling generous today, so I have these extra freebies.
Ooh, nest balls.
I'll take my leave now.
Get out of my face, Bugsy! Who do you think you're talking to? The goats! What do you give? U-turn. Anyways, I don't really need it, but we'll give it to Marlin. Let's get rid of counter. Roost, training kiss, low kick. I don't think anyone needs low kick. Rock tomb, teleport, electro web. You already have the electro web. Oh my god, let's go. Let's get it. Let's change out our boy Sakura. Sorry, Sakura, you will have to disappear again. Wonder what moves Applin has. Let's see. Ooh. Loki. Let's put an Applin for now, for Marlin. For now. I know, don't be upset, guys. Don't be upset, okay? We're just putting it in for now. Okay. Ooh, okay. We got this. Alright, we faced off Bugsy. We faced off all these boys. Alright, let's heal everyone up real quick. Heal everyone up real quick. Let's make sure everyone's up to the level cap. So I think we got our rare candies right here. Oh, whoops. Candies right here. Level up Applin. Only 2 levels anyways. Okay. I think we have our team. We're facing Misty. Now the question is, do I make this episode a little bit longer and verse Misty right now? Or do I save it? I think what we'll do is we'll verse the trainers. We'll verse the gym trainers going in. Okay. And I'll give you one final anime recommendation that I think is amazing. Well, I'll give you 2. I think Isekai. Isekai is a very, very common genre if you guys haven't watched anime. Oh, you just explained those from last time. But Isekai is a very common trope in anime, and essentially what it is someone or some characters being transported into another world. That's the whole premise behind it, right? And it's pretty common. You'll see a lot of Isekai. People call it Isekai like garbage. Every season, it'll be like, oh, I got transported into the world of and I became a refrigerator. That's an actual anime, by the way. Go search it up. Don't watch it though. I haven't watched it. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Oh no, I became a vending machine. That's what it is. Trash. Actually, I don't know again. But there are 2 anime that I think are really great, especially for a beginner. Number 1, I will say is, and a lot of people might disagree with me on this, but Sword Art Online, the first season specifically. Everything gets solved in the first season, so there's literally no need to watch any of the season. But I will note, most of the Sword Art Online premises, you can watch independently. They don't really have that much connecting stories. There's some characters that are will be introduced in one season and they reappear in another, but you don't have to watch it in order. I do recommend, if you're watching Sword Art Online, just watch the first season. Actually, no, watch everything in order. Watch first season. Please skip the second season. Please. It is one of the most trash seasons you'll ever watch. And it provides nothing to the story, by the way. Nothing except some weird stuff. There's some weird stuff in there. Just don't watch that one, okay? But watch everything else. Watch literally the other Sword Art Online series. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the exact list you're supposed to watch it in, okay? Okay, so Sword Art Online, Season 1, watch that. Then there's some movies. You can watch them, honestly, independently. It doesn't matter. But skip Season 2. You can watch the movies all you want. Literally does not do anything. Or it doesn't, it's not important for the plot, but they are great movies, right? And watch Sword Art Online, Alicization. I know a lot of people dropped after the second season. Just skip the second season. I promise you guys, just skip the second season. Go watch Alicization. Goated season. That is a great season. The whole premise of this, at least the first season, what happens is, you know what? We'll verse Misty. I don't think we took any damage. Okay, we did. But the whole premise of that show, or this anime, is essentially in the first season, there's this new technology, VR headset technology that came out. Everyone who puts it on for the first time gets trapped. And what I mean by trapped is, if someone forcibly removes the VR headset from you, you will die. You get injected or some electric current gets sent to your body and you die. Crazy stuff, by the way. I don't know why that was a thing, but it's a thing. I don't know how it got permitted by FDA approval and whatever. That's the food stuff. I don't know why I said that. But FBI and government, I don't know how it got it's licensed to work, but it worked, okay? And essentially these people, they can't escape the game that they're locked in. They're locked into this virtual world called Sword Art Online. And what they have to do is essentially, what the heck? This is a poison ground type, okay. Oh, I actually don't have an answer to this other than Aqua. Anyways, they are trapped here and they have to escape. And what they have to do to escape is they have to defeat, there's multiple floors in a tower they have to ascend. And they have to defeat the 100th floor, essentially. That's the main plot point. Right, there is, oh, water absorb, I forgot about that. Anyways, there's, people can create alliances. It's a free-for-all, you can do whatever you want. Right, and if you die in the game, you die in real life. I think when you die, you get that electric current sent to you, and you're dead. I'm being serious. That's the point of the plot. Okay. Really great. They solve all of this stuff in the first season. The second season, second season, very similar premise, but just skip that second season. I promise you guys, just skip it. It's so trash. I cannot exclaim it loud enough. Please, for the love of God, skip that second season. But once you get to Alicization is different, where essentially there's this company that tried to create an artificial reality and grow artificial beings in it. Like, they create an artificial world, and they're trying to grow artificial beings. Like, they have them from their birth, and they try to develop them, and they try to bring those. They're trying to basically create artificial consciousness, like actual artificial intelligence, not like this artificial intelligence that we have in real life now. No, like actual artificial, independent thinking artificial intelligence. And what ends up happening is they sent our main character Kirito in there. For some reason, I don't know why he's so important that the government reaches out to him, but whatever, okay, the government reaches out to him, that's the point. Government reaches out to him. Ask him, Kirito, can you please go into the world and make sure that everything is A-okay? Again, he's 16 or something. I don't know why they're sending a little kid in there. But, okay, they're sending a little kid in here. We're having a hard time against this Clodsire. But, essentially, he goes in there and he gets essentially, like, trapped again for some reason. I don't know, some nonsense happens. He gets in there and he essentially... Sorry, he's not trapped in there. He's like an experiment in there and he lives the world. But an issue happens when he gets put into the world. He forgets his memories. So he forgets about the real world. Right? And he essentially believes he was born and created in this artificial world. And he's essentially living life. It's a great story. And there's like some corrupt people that are trying to take over and steal these artificial beings. Great show, by the way. Please watch it, guys. Please. Please just skip the second season, though. That's a great isekai anime. Another one. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. It's a great, I want to say it's a great isekai, and it's very, like, there's a lot of political stuff in there. And it's not political as in it's relating to real life, but essentially what happens is, there's no real life topics, by the way, no real life, like, characters in there, but essentially, like, what happens is this guy who dies, and that's usually how a lot of them happen. They usually get hit by Truck-kun. If you don't know who Truck-kun is, go search it up. He's Truck-kun, okay? But essentially, in this time he gets like stabbed or something, and I think he dies and he gets transported. But essentially, when he gets transported to this world, he's a slime. He becomes a slime in this new world. He's not a human; he's a slime. And slimes are known as the weakest beings in this world. But for some reason, he has this ability where whatever he eats, right? Whatever he eats, he can absorb the powers of it. Crazy setup, right? It's great. He ends up like doing a lot of like village. He creates a village and stuff, and it gets like political with neighboring nations and stuff. Great anime. It's not completed yet. So if you guys are looking for a completed one of that one's not completed. But I still highly recommend it. It's a great anime. I think they're on their fourth season, maybe. I want to say fourth season. I don't know for sure. Third or fourth season. Let's go. We got the float. But yeah, third or fourth season. Amazing show. Go watch that as well. And then I'll leave it off with, I think, one of, if not the most popular anime ever. I'll leave it with two shonen. I'll leave it with two shonen. Number 1, My Hero Academia. Now, you'll hear a lot of people like talk down and shit on My Hero Academia. It's a great show. It's a great show. I think a lot of people are annoyed by the fandom, but the show itself is amazing. Highly recommend people to watch it. It's basically about this world where everyone has superpowers, and they're called quirks. Now, 80% of the world has these quirks, while 20% of this world doesn't have quirks. I think it's 20%. I don't remember the exact ratio. I think it's 20%. 20% of this world doesn't have quirks. Okay? Now, let me go quickly see if I can get a massage again. But actually, 20% of this world doesn't have quirks. But there's this whole idea of superheroes, right? Superheroes kind of run the world. Heroing and defeating villains is a concept here. And it's a prominent concept, right? And a lot of people, you know, they're striving to be a superhero. Our main character doesn't have superpowers. He doesn't have a quirk, right? Stay out, it's not your guardian. Me, I'm an innocent person. Don't you believe me? Okay, whatever. Anyways, he doesn't have a quirk, but he happens to run into the number 1 hero named All Might. And from that, he ends up inheriting All Might's power. And it's known as one of the strongest powers. His power is known for one for all. It gives him like super speed, super strength, super... The normal stuff. The normal stuff. Right? I should have used Electro Ball, right? Anyways, it gives him all of that. And he goes and attends an academy called I don't know if it's My Hero UA High. It's called UA High School, right? And yeah, that's where the story like kind of starts. I don't want to spoil too much. I shouldn't have used Electro Ball. Okay, its ass. Thunder Punch is way better. I'm guessing the physical stat of Electabuzz is way higher than its thing. Applin. Oh, I forgot to switch it out for a thing. Oh, it's still faster than Applin. Wow, even when paralyzed. Ooh, that's not good like Applin. Oh, we should have stuck with thing. Anyways, yeah, that's the whole premise. I don't want to spoil too much. Like that's kind of the main premise. Great show, right? I highly recommend it if you're starting. It's not complete yet, but the final season is running right now. So it will be done within whenever this season ends. I think the season ends in what? When's the winter anime arc end? Or season end? I think it ends in like 12-ish weeks from now? 10-ish weeks from now. It's like February, I think? I don't know. February-ish. Anyways, it ends then. Great. Again, great. Start watching. You'll probably, by the time you catch up, you'll probably be done. Great show. Highly recommend. It's great. It's super friendly. Ignore the fandom. Fandoms are kind of a little bit weirdos in there, so ignore that. If they do some weird stuff, ignore them. But the show itself is amazing. Right? I don't want to recommend... You probably heard a lot about like One Piece, Naruto. I don't want to recommend them if you're starting out. And the reason is because they're very long. Sometimes they can turn people off. I personally love Naruto. It's the one that I grew up with, so I've watched it. But I know for a lot of people, they don't want to like sit there, watch like what, 300-400 episodes like Naruto, and then plus Naruto Shippuden is. One Piece is even longer, but they are getting a remake that should hopefully make it shorter. I haven't watched One Piece, but I'll probably watch the remake, honestly, if you guys are watching that as well. But I will say the one anime that is known arguably as one of the best anime, right? And there's a reason for that. It's complete. You guys probably know it. I mentioned it earlier. Actually, before that, let's get into romance anime. I know it's a very, very popular topic as well. My favorite romance anime. And don't hate me on this title if you guys are watching this. For those who have watched it, know what's up. My Bunny Girl Senpai. Alright, don't hate on the name. I know the name's weird, okay? I didn't watch it for the name. But it's a really good anime. Really good. I think right now it's on. There is a second season of it running right now. But most of the main concept is like done. You can watch the first one. There's a movie as well. You don't have to watch the movie. This first season pretty much has a lot of the plot line in there. I haven't watched the second season yet. This one, it's about it's basically about this. It's a mix between like romance and a lot of like psychological mental issues, which I think is a really great tie. And what it does is essentially ties in. It basically makes medical issues and psychological issues actually appear in real life, like they actually happen in real life rather than just appearing in someone's mind. And it's really cool. And how it works is like every like 3 or 4 episodes tackle a different person with a different mental issue. A lot of these people are going to be in hold on, incinerate. Let's get rid of nightshade, I believe, right? Let's get rid of nightshade. Anyways, a lot of these people are going to be in like the teenage years, and they say it's like teenager syndrome. I forgot what they call it. They call it something like that. But essentially, it takes people's like mental issues that they have, like psychological, and turns them in real life. Right. So, for example, the main girl, she is an idol. She's an idol, so she's very famous, and she has this like mindset where she wants to disappear from the world. She thinks she gets too much attention. It's becoming an issue to her in real life. She wants to disappear from the world. So eventually, she actually starts disappearing. Like, she starts, like, disappearing from people's minds when she, like, people start to forget who she is. If you see her in real life, she's invisible, right? Things like that. For example, another one is, like, the main girl's sister. She has a complex where she's, like, she really wants to be better than her sister. She wants to be her sister so bad, right? Because her sister's popular. She's famous. Like, why wouldn't you want to be her, right? She ends up switching bodies with her. Crazy stuff. But yeah, that's essentially the plotline. It's essentially a bunch of these like different mysteries that need to be solved. They're less mysteries and more like psychological things that need to be solved, and they're often solved by tackling the root cause of those mental issues. So, for example, for that, the girl who switched bodies is accepting, you know, you are you, blah, 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 things like that. Really great anime. Great romance in there as well. Lovely show. Anyways, the final show I want to recommend, and I know a lot of you guys have heard of it, a lot of you guys probably talked about it, a lot of you guys probably know how popular it is, and that is Attack on Titan. Okay? I think we're gonna stop here, but I will tell you the rest about Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, great show. Oh my gosh, amazing show. I think it has one of the highest ratings. Every episode has highest ratings. It's complete, by the way, so if you're really down to watch it, go watch it, please. Amazing show. There are so many people that talk about this show. Amazing show. This one is essentially about this world that's set in, I want to say like medieval times-ish, whatever medieval Japan is, or I want to say slightly after medieval Japan. Or no, it's like World War I era, World War II era, I think. Would that be a spoiler? No, that's not a spoiler. But essentially, it's no. It's set around like, or it's just older. They don't have like cell phones and stuff. All right, that's the point. All right, they don't have cell phones. They don't have like some crazy tech or anything like that. All right, and I don't want to spoil too much. So hopefully this explanation won't be spoiler. But essentially about this world where these people are on an island. The last remaining parts of human civilization are on an island. And they are all encompassed in 3 walls, right? So it's a circular pattern, and there's 3 circles in between, right? And essentially all of humanity is in here. Now, if you live near the outer wall, you're poor. right? And the closer you get to the center of this whole giant circle wall, the richer you are, right? So that's the premise, right? All the rich people are safe inside in the center. That's how you can think of it, right? And essentially, in this world, there are titans outside of these walls. Titans, they're like 10 meters tall. They eat people. They can't move at nighttime. Or is it they can't move during the day? I think they move at night. Anyways, they can't move during the night. They can move during the day. And, oh no, sorry. They can move during... Okay, whatever. I forgot which one they can move in. But they can essentially move only a certain part of the day. Right? And they essentially eat a bunch of humans, and what the remaining humans have done is they've essentially come up with a way to fight these titans, right? And what they found out is if you kill the titan by its nape, aka the part of its neck, if you grab it, if you cut it off, it dies. That's what they found out, right? So what they've done is essentially there's these things called they're called like soldiers, and they essentially have the ability, they have like these giant knives that are replaceable and can cut off the neck, and they also have almost like jet propulsion zip lines, I want to say. Jet propulsion zip lines are the best way to say it. That essentially like cling onto buildings, cling onto trees, and they can use that to cut the Titans' necks. That's essentially, I don't want to say too much more than that. That's the whole premise. That's the whole setup. Our main character, he's there. He wants to become a soldier. His mom actually died to one of the Titans when they broke into the wall. So he wants to avenge. His goal is to kill all the Titans. He has a childhood friend. He has two childhood friends that essentially accompany him on this journey to kill all Titans. That's the setup for the story. I don't want to say more than that, but go search it up, please. It is by far one of the most recommended anime. It is great. So if you guys like, that's my anime list, I think. If you guys like any of those anime, please take a watch. So Attack on Titan, Bunny Girl Senpai, I know, weird title still, it's chill. Erased, Sword Art Online, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Please go check those out. They are amazing. I might talk about more in part 2, since there are so much more topics I haven't covered that a lot of people like. But please go watch those animes. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We took on Cerulean City's gym leader, Misty, and we also took on Bugsy, because he got some issues with us. But we also took him on. And I hope you guys enjoyed episode 6, I believe. Hopefully this is episode 6. But episode 6 of our Pokemon Radical Red playthrough. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye now.